shrink inflation, y'all. Shrink inflation is at an all-time high. They're shrinking the quantity, they're lowering the quality, but they're raising the prices. How does that make any sense? Today we're going to react to a bunch of people who have noticed that they are continuously shrinking it. And why? This is my question.
Walmart strikes again. So this is some Angus premium choice beef London broil, 1.45 ounces, so 1 pound, 0.45 ounces. And this was purchased at the Blue Springs Walmart in Missouri. And as you can see, 1.45, it's still packaged. I literally just picked this up about an hour and a half ago. Here is my scale. Okay, I'm gonna zero it out. Okay, so 0, it's on weight. You can see that's on weight. All right, let's stick this on here. It's at 1.09. So if you can see 1.45, 1.09, and that's even in the packaging. So imagine what the meat may be, taking off a couple, you know, little half ounces or something, I don't know, with the packaging. I'm not taking it out of the packaging because I do plan on returning it. But 1.45, when it comes up to 1.09. So that is definitely being overcharged for that meat. So you can see it's back to 0. So now we have some chicken. So let's go ahead. Oh, if I can get this out of here. Let's weigh this chicken. So you can see this chicken. I did weigh this one last week and it was under as well. So I kind of hung on to it. I've been meaning to return it. But here you go. You see 2.67. Here's my scale at 0. So we're going to place that on there. And you can see that it is 2.10. So that is definitely under as well, 2.67, 2.10. So, 2.11, sorry, I have my beef under there. So 2.11, 0.08, and here you go, 2.67. So this one as well is definitely under. So it looks like Walmart, here you go, there's the Walmart symbol there, definitely is overcharging for its meat. Walmart strikes again. So this is some Angus premium choice beef London broil, 1.45 ounces, so 1 pound, 0.45 ounces. And this was purchased at the Blue Springs Walmart in Missouri. And as you can see, 1.45, it's still packaged. I literally just picked.
Shrinkflation is going crazy, and here's how you can tell. This is a king size Hershey bar. In what world does a Hershey king-size bar fit in a Ziploc bag long ways and basically up and down?
I got so many requests to do cereal. This is the only unopened box cereal I have right now. It's the Aldi version of Lucky Charms, and it is supposed to have 8 servings in this box. And each serving is supposed to be 1.5 cups. It does say that 1.5 cups should be 40 grams. 8 servings times 1.5 cups is 12 cups. So we're gonna see there's actually 12 cups of marshmallows and stars in this box. Ooh, it opened down the side. Okay, hold on. I lost one marshmallow. Let me go get it. Oh, I'm not gonna let any not get measured. Don't worry. I'm gonna move the cereal into my bag. I got my 1 cup measuring cup. I know everybody says it looks big. First of all, I have tiny hands. This is a regular 1 cup. I've checked it. 1 cup. I didn't even feel that way. 1 cup. 2 cups. Once again, not over. 3 cups. 4 cups. 5 cups. 6 cups. 7 cups. That's like really not over. Is that 7? I'll check my head. 8 cups. I dropped 1 single piece on 401. This is what we got left in here. This should be our 9th cup. Okay, hold on. I gotta sweep it off the table. Oh, you can't even see what I just did. Okay, bag is empty. There's a little bit on the table. We're gonna get it off. Okay, so less than 9 cups of cereal in the bag, and it was supposed to have 12 cups. I am curious to see, because it says the serving is 1.5 cups, and that's 40 grams. So I want to see how much cereal is actually 40 grams. Okay, so we can see the scale. We're going to see how much cereal ends up at 40 grams. Let's try 1 cup. So 1 cup is 40 grams. So why are they saying 1.5 cups? This clearly says serving size 1.5 cups. So why is only 1 cup 40 grams?
I just got back from Aldi, and I've been seeing the girl all over my timeline who has been measuring things like macaroni and cheese and different products in her house and showing us about shrinkflation and showing us that we are not getting necessarily what we are paying for. And one of the things that she measured was the chicken fries from Aldi, and I just bought some. It's a brand new unopened bag, and we're gonna open it, we're gonna count them, and we're gonna see how many we get. Now it says, let me see if you can see it, 7 servings per container, and it says there are about 8 servings in the bag, so that should be 56 chicken fries in this bag. Okay, so like I said, this is a brand new bag. It has not been opened, and it says about seven servings per container, serving size 8 chicken fries. So that should be 56 chicken fries in this bag. Got my bowl, and I'm gonna open it and count them out. Two. 24, it is not looking good. 26. 41. 42. And the rest is just so we got 42 in this bag, and we were supposed to get around 56. So yeah, they're shorting us big time. Like, what? Yeah. So yeah, they're shorting us big time. So yeah, Aldi, I'm gonna need you to holler at me. Cause what's good? Also, just to make sure I'm not tripping, I'm gonna count them again while I put them back in this bag, cause I do need to put them back in this bag to go in the freezer. 2. And I even counted this little nub as 42. Yes. Aldi. What's up?
Something I don't hear enough people talk about with shrinkflation is the fact that all these recipes are being affected. Like, you know how a recipe says like, oh, 1 can of sweetened condensed milk or 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. I'm using a recipe now that specifies to use 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. That's 10.75 ounces. Well, now the standard can is only 10.5 ounces. I mean, surely I doubt my recipe's gonna be affected that much, but I mean, it's gonna keep happening. It's gonna keep shrinking, and then all these older recipes are just gonna become useless, or wrong, because all the ingredients are wrong. Maybe it's not a big deal at all, and I'm kind of overreacting, but like, someone please be annoyed with me, please.
I spent $100 and it's just me and my husband. I'm like, how are people affording to feed their kids and their family? Oh my God. I spent $100 in just this. This is not a lot for $100. It's so crazy how everything's just so expensive now. Oh my God. And I don't even have kids yet.
So I was just brutally reminded why I don't go out to eat anymore. I went and met someone for lunch, went to Outback Steakhouse. I literally ordered a salad with grilled chicken on it. Pretty good sized salad, but it's all lettuce and tomato and some bacon bits. I had literally 4 little strips of grilled chicken on there. I drank water My bill with the tip was $25. What in the world's going on?
This is how crazy grocery store prices are getting. For making a casserole, I made a chicken and broccoli casserole tonight to bring over to my sister's. It fed me, my sister, brother-in-law, my niece, my nephew. There was a little bit of leftovers that I left with them for lunch the next day. But this is like a chicken and broccoli casserole. This is kind of a staple in the Midwest. It's not typically an expensive thing. It's like a cheap way to fill out, you know, to feed a bunch of people. I went to my local grocery store, so this wasn't a Walmart, and my local grocery store is more expensive than something else, but this isn't like a fancy grocery store. Like, this is the local grocery store that many of us go to because it's right there, right? It's local home. $33 to make a single casserole. $20 for 2 pounds of chicken. $8 for 2 bags of frozen broccoli. I was astounded by the broccoli prices, by the way. And it's not like it would have been cheaper to get fresh broccoli. It would have been more expensive to get fresh broccoli. $3.50 because it was on sale for a block of cheddar cheese that I grated. The soup was that goes into it, 2 cans of soup. They were 2 for $3. I got the generic brand, and I already had the stovetop chicken stuff at home, which is good because if I got it from there, it would have been an additional $7 to come to $40 for a freaking casserole. Like, I was shocked. I mean, granted, is this significantly cheaper than if we had purchased a meal for all of us? Yes. Could I make much cheaper meals? Of course. But to spend that amount of money on a single casserole, because everything besides the 2 for $3 soup was like, sorry, what is that? How much is that? Are you freaking kidding me on that? Yeah. Absolutely insane.
What's up, America? I'm here at a grocery store in Indiana, and I'm going to check out the ridiculous meat prices. By the way, prices for meat, they haven't been coming down. It's worse than it's ever been. Let's take a look. Or nearly as bad as it's ever been. So I'm going to start with pork prices because those are still low. $5 or $10. So they're about $1 a pork chop. That's average. But then we have the stew meat. We got $13, $17 for cube steak. Stew meat is expensive. The steak is expensive as hell. Some of the highest I've seen. Same over there. Good Lord. Let's do $25.99. Yeah, good God. So look at that, $35. Yeah, that's insane. These meat prices we're looking at what? $7.50. And there's the 3 pounds, so that's going to be more. You got $12 right there. $12 for Kroger beef patties. $10 for 4 right there. Chicken is cheap though. Not bad. You can see, except for bacon, pork is fairly cheap, but then you have steak is crushing it. $8 a pound for beef. It's killing it. And sausage, still not a bad price on sausage. So it's mainly just beef. Now sausage is a little high. Here's all the lunch meat. We're looking at high price for beef bologna because it's better. Then you have your bacon prices. Still $8, $7.5 if you have it. Still pretty high.
Yo, it's done now. The gas is going up. And not just the gas. The box of tomatoes, what the $75.98. Listen, this box of tomato about 2 months ago was $19.99. Then it went up to $29. Now look at it now. Wow.
How do people afford to live? I am leaving Costco with 6 items. $165 for 6 things. I mean, salmon's one of them, but my heart goes out to all you moms and dads who are raising families and trying to feed your kids. I don't have any college educations to pay for. 6 items, $165. How are families making it and surviving in this day and age? Holy cow.
If they're shrinking everything, raising the prices, lowering the quality, why do we keep buying? Why do you keep buying? You have free will. Invest your money somewhere else.
This is why I can't shop at Publix anymore. 2 for $11 for shredded cheese. Are you kidding me? This is why I can't shop at Publix anymore. $30.98 for a chalk roast? This is why I can't shop at Publix anymore. $4.69 for Publix bag of rice.
Guys, y'all ain't gonna believe this freaking crap. Me and my husband just left the grocery store, walked there with not even 4 bags, and paid over almost $300 and something. Everything has just went up double. Like, what the heck, man? This is getting crazy. We can't even afford groceries anymore. My husband brings home not even $500 a week. And we can't afford this freaking crap. And we went to fill out for freaking food stamps to get help. They denied us. They said he made too much. Off of not even $500 a week. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. We can't even get help. But that's not the point. My husband, he works. And I can't work. This is getting out of control.
I just spent $345 at Aldi, and I didn't buy like a piece of furniture. I just bought food. I didn't think that was even possible to do, honestly.
So I could cry. It was my very first time getting declined at Aldi, and there was of course a long line, and everyone knew that, oh, she doesn't have enough money for her groceries. Nicholas has a lot to say apparently. So anyway, I left the house knowing I had over $200. Between the time of going and shopping and swiping my card, I did not have $200, and my $190 order was declined. So I went into my bank account, and of course a bill came out that I wasn't aware of, and it was $50. So I had to put like $40 worth of groceries back, which was really embarrassing, and I wish like just someone was behind me just to help the embarrassment, to like help the rest of my bill. It's never happened to me before, but it was terrible. I had like $169 in my account. I had to take out like 10 random things, you know, because I'm so embarrassed. Just please take whatever out that's gonna get me down the fastest. So we get paid on Wednesday, which is fine, but it's just the fact that, wow, this has never happened before, and I don't want this to happen again.
I think a lot of people now are just really cutting down to the basics with the groceries, because otherwise you just can't afford it. For me, rice, pasta, beans, 1 thing of meat, maybe a little bit of eggs, you know, things like that. And with the way prices are going, you have to stick to more of just kind of basic cooking. That's how you're really going to save when you do go to the grocery store. Processed foods are going to ring up the bill really quickly. In fact, I did come across this video of a family that pretty much bought a ton of processed food, and that's what's really going to drive up your grocery bill.
Grocery haul as a 37-year-old full-time working mom of 3 boys who also moved her parents in with her. So we have groceries today from 3 different places. We got groceries from Sam's, Walmart, 4 places. Sam's, Walmart, Food Lion, and Piggly Wiggly. And I will tell you the totals for each at the end, and then a grand total. So we got 2 containers of the 2-bite brownies. 2 of those because they'll be gone so quick. We got 1 big thing of Cinnamon Toast Crunch because we still had some left over from last trip, so we didn't need as much this time. We got a big box of the oatmeal cream pies. We got some tea. We got some cereal bars. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big bags of fries. I got some conditioner, Q-tips, children's Tylenol, some cucumbers, some lettuce. There's that good old Louis bread from the Piggly Wiggly, some bananas. We got 6 blocks of the Monterey Jack cheese. We got a watermelon. We got 2 big things of mayonnaise because we be going through some mayonnaise. We got some grapes. We got some eggs, 2 things of the allergy medicine, some deodorant for my dad, some antacid for my mom, lip gloss that my mom got, 2 blocks of the mozzarella cheese, 6 blocks of the mild cheddar cheese. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Dr. Peppers. We got these subs for Bryson. He absolutely loves the Italian Hero subs at Walmart. We got 4 of these for him, so this should last him for quite a few days here. We got 1 Mountain Dew because we still have a few of those left, and Brantley is literally the only one that drinks them. We got a box of Fruit Loops. We got 1 bag of the purple Doritos. We got a thing of buttermilk, a big bag of sugar. We got 2 gallons of milk. We got a thing of Nabs. We got the Fruit Loops with marshmallows. We got some Oreos. We got 2 packs of Capri Suns. We got 4 New York strips. And Bryson's already broke into his subs. I told y'all he left them. We got 2 packs of ribeyes here. We got a thing of drumsticks here. We got 2 packs of pork chops. 32 pizzas. 32 pizzas. We got a tower of pizzas again for Brayden. I will cry. So we wiped them out. We took all they had. And then we got 10 packs of strawberry Kool-Aid. And we got 3 cases of water, but I'm not picking those up for y'all. So yeah, that was included in this. Oh, excuse me. We got 4 cases of water. And then we also ordered an 8-count box of deluxe mac and cheese online at Sam's and an 8-count box of Velveeta mac and cheese at Sam's. That's not here yet. It's gonna be shipped here. Okay. All right, so I got all of our totals written down. So online at Sam's was $31.26. In store at Sam's was $81.56. Food Lion was $55.23. Walmart. So Walmart, we had one total. We did 2 separate orders at Walmart. One was $188.96 and one was $24.15. And then Piggly Wiggly was $95.52. And my mom has a total for me. So all of that together is $476.68 today. So a little bit less than last time, but the crazy thing is that we left a lot of stuff off of the list this time because we didn't run out. So I'm just imagining if we hadn't needed that, there's no telling what we would have spent today.
And this is even being extended to pet food. Pet food is also really expensive now. For a bag of dog food that I used to pay maybe $45 for, now it's getting close to $70, $80. That is so much. And I just don't know how people do it. We have a small dog and a medium-sized dog, and the bag of dog food lasts us about a month and a half. But for people that have more than 2 dogs or large dogs, I mean, it's a lot. And people are even now turning in their pets to shelters because they say that they can't afford to keep them anymore. And that is so unfortunate. I mean, it really breaks my heart. But that's the predicament that people are finding themselves in, and they're basically giving up their pets because they're saying that they can't afford the pet food.
We've all been feeling prices going up everywhere. It's been hitting every single one of us. And I think it's called soft economic indicators that we're going into a recession. It's the stuff that's not obvious, clear as day. And one of them was how many families are relinquishing their family pets because they can't afford them anymore. That is skyrocketing. That shelters who are already overburdened are now beyond capacity. People can't afford their pets anymore in this economy. The dog food has skyrocketed by another $20 or so a bag. And most American families can't afford that huge jump. I know my daughter works at a vet clinic, and a lot of people are skipping on medical care and what have you. Yeah, soft economic indicator, I think it is. It's a real thing.
Well, that's the end of the video, guys. Go ahead and comment below your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions. I read every single comment. Have you noticed the shrinkflation? Have you noticed the lower quality? Have you noticed the prices are ever so skyrocketing? It's time for a change.